Hi, everybody. I just want to talk about something I just witnessed on Twitter. You probably already know about this, which is probably why you picked this video. I don't know. I don't know what else. Or maybe you're just wondering what I'm talking about. I just watched a video of a U.S. Marine getting kicked out of a Senate hearing because he said he does not want us to go die for Israel. That shouldn't be a controversial take, right? Well, however, it took four people to get him out of the Senate hearing, one of them being a U.S. senator, which broke the Marine's hand, by the way. So it just shows you how much they give a flying fuck about us. He did not need to be handled that fast. He did not need to be handled like that. And I'm not trying to sound like a fucking libtard. I'm not, because those people are like fucking trash too. But it's very clear to me like what's going on and what's happening. Now I've noticed a lot of this stuff before, but not like to this kind of level. This is like a whole new fucking ballpark, and it's very clear that this is probably going to be the end for us. I don't know if anybody's paid attention, but the hands to midnights, we're getting close to midnight. Um, with that being said, I think it's fucking disgusting that he was treated that way. I mean, this is a U.S. Marine. This is somebody who's like fought for the rights of all of us. Like, I have my opinions about the military, but at the end of the day, I do ultimately respect the people that go on the front lines to do this kind of shit, whether or not we agree with the war or not. They don't get to make the decision. A lot of them are just trying to go to the military to pay off their fucking college or just be able to go to college or do something. Like, realistically, none of us expect to really be thrown into a war. If I was working for the police, it doesn't mean I'm expected to be working with some kind of like cartel shit or whatever. I'm just saying, like, yeah, you kind of sign up for it. It makes sense. I understand that and I respect that. But ultimately, at the end of the day, like, for instance, our beloved orange buffoon in the White House, he ran on us doing no wars, but here we are having a war. It's just so I guess that was a lie too, right? Um, I think it's disgusting, and I think the worst part about it is everyone else that was in the Senate refused to turn around and look back at this. If that doesn't tell you anything you need to know, I don't know what will. I see a lot of retarded Republicans and MAGA retards are just like not wanting to acknowledge this, or they're just calling him an extremist or a liberal or whatever. I don't fucking care what he is. I really don't. This isn't red and blue anymore. This is very clearly Goy versus Jew. And the faster people wake up and realize this shit, the better off we're going to be. If you can't, like, I would never sit there and tell you, like, depending on what your politics are, you need to separate yourself from these people. But when it's coming to these specific people, you need to separate yourself from them because they don't value you whatsoever. You are quite literally not anything of fucking relevance. You are below pigs to these people. That's all I'm going to say to this. I mean, you can heed what I'm saying if you want, or you can disregard what I'm saying if you want. Um, choice is ultimately yours, but at the end of the day, don't be surprised if you get a fucking draft note in the mail. Just saying. Because, people that are in the military right now are seeing this viral video might make them reconsider what they're doing with themselves. I would. So, on that note, I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.